Hey guys, it's Omega here. Today I'm going to be doing the island note run. It's probably the most popular note run in the game. By far the easiest and the hardest as far as day one wipes. I'll be recording this on small tribes. Um, so the very first thing you're going to want to do is spawn in West Zone 2 and hope that it spawns us in the right spot. And it looks like it did. A little bit further than what I would like. So just to show y'all that this is actual small tribes, this is NA PvP Xbox official, the Island Small Tribes 8 with 3 people connected. So we're gonna spawn and we're gonna just run along the beach. We lagging? Why ain't you moving? Alright, so let's continue. So I do recommend grabbing some berries and whatnot while you're running to the first place, to the first note. You know, get rid of all the other berries and all the other fiber that you don't need at the moment. Go ahead and put all your berries in your hotbar. That way when you start getting hungry, you can throw everything else out. And while you're running, just keep on picking up berries. That way you can eat. Man, we're not getting very much berries at all. There we go. So yeah, I just want to keep running along the beach. Some people like to start on this note right over here. I personally don't. That's normally my that's normally my third note. I like to start on the other side of the cliff at the very first note that I get. It just suits my route better. Go ahead and lay down. Grab our stamina back. Wish that Pega would leave us alone. This note runs fairly easy whenever you're starting on an already established server or cluster possibly. It does get harder whenever it's a fresh wipe on like Ark or another cluster that wipes every 30 45 days or so. You got us a spitter there. We want to avoid him. So grab us some water here. And get up here, lay down. We'll grab our stam. Let's see. Go ahead and put these in your hotbar. Drop the rest. Alright. So let's go ahead and start swimming across. Looks like we got a little base right here. One of the biggest tips I can give is don't start raiding if you're just now starting out on a cluster or small tribes or whatever it may be. Don't start raiding until you get leveled up. Get this rock. Go ahead and grab our stam. Let's have a look around. But the reason I say don't start raiding until after you get, some decent levels in, is because you want to be able to protect the stuff that you get from the raids. So here's the location of the first one. We're going to go ahead and grab all of our stam back and hit the first note. So I put 2 points into fortitude, and then I put the rest into movement speed. You don't really have to hurry up and run. I'm going to run past this guy because he likes to push us. But you don't have to run in this spot right here unless you absolutely have to. You want to save your stam. But you're going to get it, and you're going to come up the hill and just turn to the immediate right. We got some spitters here. We're not worried about them. We can run past them. The next note is right up there on top of that hill. We're just going to hope that it's not blocked off. But let's see, so we're good, so we can just walk. If you're doing this on wipe day, you're going to have, it's going to be super contested. It's going to have a lot of people here, a lot of people trying to knock you out, people with spears and bolas trying to stop you from completing your note run. So just be aware of that. It's not so bad on small tribes, especially on a low populated one. There's only 2 other people besides me on here. But yeah, you're going to climb up here. Just run up here on top of the rock. Keep to the right just a little bit. You're going to see these 2 trees right here, and you're going to crouch. And just keep walking straight. And then turn to your left, and here's your second ×2 note. So, I'll lay down, we'll grab all of our stand back, and we'll dump everything we have into movement speed. Don't worry about unlocking your engrams or anything like that until after you get all your levels that you need. Doing this on 2.5 on small tribes, you should get about 75 or level 76. So you're going to run down the hill and come to the right. And it's normally the second little cliff like this right here, but it's right up here. Unless I passed it up. Yep, right here. So you're going to crouch. You're going to run, jump, and try not to hit any of these rocks right here. That was close. That was super close. And then you're just going to swim, and you're going to swim back towards the way that you spawned. Don't check all these bags. I mean, if there's a bag there, that typically means somebody's there in the vicinity. So don't stop unless you absolutely have to. So we're good on our water, and we got about half food. So we're going to run, run, run. And grab this next note right here. And we're going to lay down. Dump everything into movement speed. The minimum movement speed you want is 145. I personally go up to 160. And then I'll put 30 points into stamina, just to help us move along. So you're going to put your points and you're going to run straight across this open field here. Your next note's going to be right in here. Right there it is at the ruins. Got stuck on a tree. This next note after this is probably one of the hardest ones out of this whole note run. It's a little bitty jar. So just run down, and once you get over this hill, should be right here to your right. So as soon as you get that, don't stop. Just run left. Run back up the hill. You got to watch out for raptors in this area. We're dehydrated, and that's fine. We're fixing to be going and getting some water. So you get this note right here. Make sure to crouch right here. If you run, you will fall to your death. You got to keep an eye out on that raptor right there. Once it flattens out a little bit, just save your stam, because this raptor will be coming after us here in just a second. Oh no. Alright, so run away from the raptor, obviously. So grab the note and just keep running. You're going to run to the right of that last note and get to the water. And let's hope there's nothing else up here, because we're going to have to lay down and get our stand back. So let's look, go to orbital view, and make sure he's not chasing you anymore. Make sure there's nothing around you that's going to hurt you. Alright, we got our stand back, so we're going to run and jump across the water. Hope those piranhas don't get to us, because we're pretty low on health. And we're good. So you're going to find the waterfall, and you're going to run up this little hill. Just keep running up the waterfall. And since we're getting a little low on food, we're going to eat once we get this note here. Ooh, that turtle scared me. So you're going to go ahead and lay down. and start eating. Get your stand back, get your food up. And I don't ever put any more points into my stats until after I complete this note run. So you're going to run right and follow the river, and you're going to jump over to this island right here. You do need to be careful, as there are raptors and stuff over in this area. Run and jump, and if you're done right, you'll be able to walk straight up that little cliff right there. Now, you're going to want to look at the pebbles, the, I guess, river rocks. Sorry about that. And you're going to run and jump, and just run along the river here. Make sure you keep the rocks to your right and the trees to your left. And just keep running down the river. Once you see this little clearing up here, right here, and you start seeing that rock, run straight to this rock right here, and you'll get the next note. And you're going to want to stop right here to get your stand back. Check your surroundings again. Okay, well that's not a... There we go. Make sure there's nothing coming at you, and make sure there's nothing around you. Alright, so once you get your stand back, you're going to run down the hill. Come to the left. Keep along this cliff here. And then right behind this little rock is going to be your next note. Go ahead and grab a little bit of stamina you lost. You're going to come out and keep running along that cliff line. You'll come to a little clearing. Run past the clearing. We're dehydrated, but that's fine. We're fixing to grab some water. And jump over this. And there's your next note. Now, some people just stop right here. I got 3 more notes that I go get. So you're going to come out and keep on running along. The next note is right up there. So you're going to run over here. You're going to run across this little island here after you grab you some water. Grab us some water. There we go. Run and jump across. Run and jump across. And you're just going to keep on turning to the right once you come up the hill. The next note's going to be in the middle of this rock cluster here. Keep an eye on your stamina. If that was, well, no, I'll wait. I'll get it later. But yeah, so we're going to lay down. We're going to go ahead and eat the rest of our berries. Get our food up. Get our stamina. We're going to run back down the whole same entrance that we came into the rock cluster at. Oh, had a little bit of lag there. So we're going to run up to these rocks right here. And then we're going to turn right. And if you run straight right here, you'll see this big rock. Run to the right of the rock, and the next node is right behind that in these ruins. So lay down, get your stand back. And then in the last note, and this note run, is going to be straight back this way. So you're going to run. And then these ruins will be right here to your left. And that's the last note. And we still have 170 seconds on our ×2. So that's the end of the actual island note run.